Morning, folks. Hope everybody's doing all right this morning. Got home late, got up early, dragging just a little bit. But here is shaving cream of the day. It's CO Bigelow. This is made by Proraso. And as it goes for the scent, this has got eucalyptus oil in it, so it's going to have a little bit of a cooling effect. And I've already used the Proraso Preshave this morning. Hot towel to the face. I'm going to be following the shave up later on with a Barbasol, and this one here, the flavor is Brisk. Help open these eyes up just a bit. Got the trusty alum block here with complete with rubber band, and I still got some Humphrey's witch hazel here that's got some peppermint and menthol in it. Definitely going to need something to, I guess you might say, get the eyes open and get going here. I've got the CO Bigelow whipped up here in a wooden bowl here from the Distinctive Goat. This one here is walnut and cherry. So it looks like on the inside. This bowl's got grooves, and these spiral grooves go from the top all the way down to the bottom. Got it whipped up here with a Heritage Collection brush. This one here is the Barrett, and it's got a badger knot in it. 26 millimeter. Looks like it's whipping up pretty good. Those tips are very soft. Also, in the shaver today for the Focus R51, I am using a Derby Premium blade. I think yesterday I forgot to show the wrapper for the feather. I'm going to give it a try and see how it goes. I'll go ahead and see if maybe we can get a good look at the blade exposure. There is not a whole lot of blade sticking out there. It is a very mild shaver. If this is the first time you've seen this particular video, or this video with this particular shaver here, this Focus R51 hopefully will be, I guess you might say, out in the wild, ready to be sold by the end of the month. You know that COVID-19, that virus is really wreaking havoc on everything around the world, it seems like. But at any rate, this R51, it comes in 51, 52, and 53. 52 is shaped more like, I guess you might say, traditional shaver, what we're used to seeing. And the 53 is it's a slant razor. And some of these models come in different colors, if that's an interest to you. And the best I can remember seeing the photos, I think black is the one that comes with not only a black handle, but the cap and the base plate is black. That's what I remember seeing. But at any rate, it does come in colors, of course. It was a very long day yesterday. I tell you what, it's gonna be another long day today too. The rest of this week seems like. Go ahead and get started here. This has got an awful lot of shaving cream in it, and it is a little on the wet side this morning. And I'll put the link down below if you hadn't had a chance to visit the website. He's got a really nice write-up on these shavers. I would, if you're interested in this shaver at all, you ought to read what he's got wrote up, his take on the shavers. And he gives quite a bit of detail on his experience with the shavers. The 51, I went a little bit of shaving cream. 51, 52, and 53. Definitely great for the nose this morning. The scent, eucalyptus oil. And like I said, if this is the first time you've seen video with the R51, this is a very mild shaver, and there is a little bit of a learning curve. Not that it's not anything anybody can overcome by any means, but it is something. The shaving angle of this one here is quite steep compared to what we're used to seeing. A shaving angle maybe something close to this right here, where this one's here is more at this angle. Yesterday's shave with the feather blade was very smooth, very comfortable. It's like it was a good matchup. So if you got feather blades and you're not too sure if you got a Tony's complaining out there. If you have some feather blades and you don't have a razor that's married up just yet, the feather blade works really well with this shaver in my opinion, and I would say it's a lot smoother than this Derby Premium. And it kind of goes along with usually if you're, especially if you're kind of new to this sort of thing, usually if you have a mild shaver, a sharper blade will perform better, or what is known as to be a sharper blade. Derby is known for being mild. And I can tell you it's not quite as smooth as the feather blade that I used yesterday. Still very much serviceable, of course, but not as smooth. Big difference, in my opinion. A lot of fun using this shaver, I tell you what. You might develop some bad habits with it though. For instance, the angle is something that you, like I say, it's quite a bit steeper than what we're typically using. And the pressure, I do get that urge to put more pressure on this shaver than what you typically would use. Not saying you can't cut yourself with it, but you'll have to work at it if you're going to cut yourself. It's definitely, like I said, for somebody starting out, it's a good one for somebody to have. And if you're looking for a mild shaver, this will be right up your alley. Your experience may be different than mine, of course. Your mileage may vary, but I would go with a sharper blade. This Derby here is not too terribly smooth. I think I'll do one more shave with this shaver before I send it back. I think the next shave, one of the blades that I've got that seem to work out pretty well for me is a Gillette Silver Blue. Give it a try and see how it works out for me. You could definitely buff with this shaver too. I think that is also one of the things that I do like about this particular shaver is the fact that it does have a tendency for me to leave plenty of shaving cream behind. I think I will continue with a few more video shaves with some shaving cream. And it goes for CO Bigelow. You can find it online. I'll try to put a link down below for it. As well as you can find it in the store. I think it's Bath and Body Works, I think it is. But typically, of course, depending on what name brand you're using, shaving cream's a little bit cheaper than soap. Depending on the brand and where you find it at. For instance, Derby shaving cream. You can find it as cheap as $1.99 on sale. And depending on what website you go to, you might find it regularly at that price, maybe even at $3.99. But the price on some of these shaving creams are pretty inexpensive. Some of them, being here in the States, you know, the shipping is going to cost you a bit. But Gifts and Care, you can find some shaving cream right around the $3 mark, which is, you know, pretty decent price. Can't really complain. Shaving cream is known for being easier to whip up, to lather. That is, especially somebody starting out trying to learn how to lather, that would be an easier way to go. I use Derby shaving cream from time to time, and to me it's can't find anything to really complain about it, especially at that price point. I mean, it's not Taylor or Bond Street or anything like that, I don't think. I haven't tried. Well, I have German, a very small tube of it. I need to get me a tub or get some shaving cream from Tops and True Fit and Heal, you know, just to give it a try. Of course, I don't know if it's going to be apples to apples at that price point. But I don't know. This shaving cream right now, this is pretty nice. Of course, what you would expect from being made by Proraso. I like Proraso's shaving cream, so Leah's another one. Boy, I have a huge tube, 250 milliliter. Got one of those professional ones, a great big huge tube. Really like that stuff. I also have it in the aluminum container, screw top lid. It's got oak moss in it, I think sandalwood, and it smells really nice. Not a real big sandalwood fan. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that it's not one of my favorites by any means. But that one there, it smells really nice. I need to get a backup of that one. Like I said, this is nice for a buffer. Blade is starting to get a little bit smoother. Of course, you know, the beard reduction also probably has something to do with it too. I will have to say with this particular shaver, no nicks, cuts, weepers. Base feels pretty good. I would think for most folks, due to its mildness, this being an everyday shaver shouldn't be an issue. It is pretty mild. And that thin head design, for some people, this is going to be right up their alley. They're looking for something about that small, especially if you're shaving up around your nose and whatnot. I haven't shaved around there in a very long time. Matter of fact, when I was 18, moving out of the house, I started growing a beard right before I moved out. You know, sometimes, you know, some folks, you have a job where you have to shave. In the job I had at that point in time, I could have a beard, and I grew one. shaving back then was just terrible. You know, this is long before the internet. A lot of information about, you know, how to shave or anything like that was out. I know sometimes, you know, for some folks, you know, they wonder about guys doing shaving videos, but if you had experiences similar to mine, they were very bad experiences shaving. YouTube is definitely, the internet definitely is what, how you say, saved me. The only reason I'm able to shave like I can with Nick's cut sweepers, I learned a lot from the videos. So there's a lot of appreciation for me that, you know, for the folks that, you know, take the time to do the shaving videos. If you're new to the channel, I watched a lot of the straight razor videos when I first started shaving. Watched them with the sound off. Just, you know, just really just watching the technique, trying to, you know, interpret what I see, perceive, and the way of pressure, the angle, the whole 9 yards. Because I started shaving. I started wet shaving in 2015, I think April. Ordered my 2 shavers, my 2 DEs in March. Started in April, and by January of 2016, I started shaving with Shavettes, and you know, still had a very much an interest in straight razors. And of course, if you're like me, started with Shavettes because I had no idea how to hone a razor. Still don't. Well, I got more of an idea than what I started out with, but I you know, got a lot to learn. And the Shavette was just an easy place for me to start, because you change out the blades, always put a sharp one in, find the blades that work best for you, you know, all that sort of story. And applied a lot of what I was watching in the videos into my shaving routine, and, you know, then tweaked it to where it works best for me. And that's the way your shave should be. Let's go this way. That's the way it should be, is, you know, you work your shaves the way it works best for you, because there's many different ways to do this. You may not need a pre-shave, may not want a pre-shave. I don't know that I necessarily need a pre-shave. I know sometimes it seems like a pre-shave, to me, sometimes, depending on the pre-shave, sometimes it'll help out during the shave, especially if you're using one of the cubes. That, to my opinion, that seems to help out, you know, when it comes to lathering and whatnot, kind of help boost the lather. But for me, a lot of times the pre-shave also has a tendency to help on the post-shave, especially if you're battling dry skin or something like that. My skin, my face feels very, very moisturized, nice, soft. Feels great after the fact, in other words, nice post-shave. Go ahead and better close my witch hazel up before I spill it. Barbasol Brisk. Right now, as far as I know, this is the only flavor that's available. It did come in a Pacific Rush, which will be like a blue color. That one there, I think, has been discontinued. I know I can't find it, so that's the story I'm going with. I used to be able to find this at Dollar General. It was like $1.95, somewhere in there. It's just right around the $2 mark. And I don't know if it's just a local thing, but here lately I have not been able to find it in the store, so I ordered mine online. And at the time I ordered this, I ordered it through Walgreens. And I think I ordered 5 or 6 bottles of it. My son likes it too. But it's inexpensive. Definitely kind of help. It's not over the top in the way of being mentholated or a cooling effect. It's there, but it's not over the top. In other words, it's not a snake bite or cold fusion or anything quite like that. But it does have a nice cooling effect. Great on my face right now. For $2, you can't hardly go wrong. As it goes for stinging or anything like that, because using the mild shaver, it's not there. I don't have the stinging because I don't have a lot of those little nicks that you don't see the alum block would have picked it up. Right now, I just got a really nice cooling effect. Help get those eyes open, keep them propped open today, hopefully at least the first part of the day, maybe. Once again, this is the Focus R51. Very mild shaver, nice, easy to use. I enjoy using it. I'll do one more video with it tomorrow with the Gillette Silver Blue. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.